Okay, so my name's Kirsten Neuschäfer, and I've just a couple of months got back from finishing the Golden Globe race. It feels really good. I'm really glad that I managed to achieve my goal, but it's quite strange to have spent 8 months in solitude and then get back and be surrounded by a lot of people and have all sorts of media requests, and it's a big switch, but it's all positive. So. Well, I was in Cape Town at the time, and I've known of North Sails in Cape Town for a long time. I've sailed on boats that have had their sails, and I've always liked their sails. So I approached North Sails in Cape Town and asked them if they'd be able to make a set of sails for this race for me. Well, when I approached North Sails about making the sails for me, I was on quite a tight budget. So I did tell them, that I was financially struggling a little bit to get the right amount of money together. And they told me that the cloth they use to make their sails at the North Sail Loft in Cape Town is Contender Sailcoth. And Jeff Meek, whom I was dealing with at North Sails, said he'd speak to Contender and find out if they'd be interested in sponsoring the cloth. So I had very traditional sails on board because it's a traditional race. So the sails were all made of Dacron because that's the only material that we were allowed to use. And we were allowed, for any boat that had one mast, we were allowed 10 sails. So I had my 3 working sails, which is the main sail, the stay sail, and the working furling Yankee. And then I had 2 storm sails, that was the tri-sail and the storm jib. And I had an asymmetrical and a symmetrical Spinnaker, and then I had 2 code zeros on board, and that was my full complement of 10 sails. Oh, and I had one interesting twin working Yankee as well. I think I probably used the main sail with the stay sail and the Yankee a lot of the time, just because this is a cutter rig and she sails really beautifully under those conditions. Yeah. And there were quite a few miles where you had the wind on the beam or forward of the beam. But then I did, in the running conditions like down south, I did use the twin Yankee a lot as well. Yes, I did. I did use the reefs quite a bit because this boat gets overpowered quite quickly under main sail, and it has a very tall rig and a very long boom. So especially down in the Southern Ocean, I mostly had one reef in the main. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they're perfect. I've got absolutely no problem with the sails at all. I can get onto the boat tomorrow and keep sailing. So, yeah. I didn't see a big change in the shape. I didn't see any, decrease in the speed of the boat, nothing like that. Even, the asymmetrical Spinnaker, I used it a lot, more than the symmetrical, and it's still in perfect good shape. I never had any tear, even though there were moments when it had some rough treatment. Yeah. So yeah, no, as far as that goes, I'm perfectly happy. I'd just keep going. It's been really fun sailing the boat, and I've never had the privilege to sail a boat that had so many different sails that you could play around with. So I'd just like to go and experience that one last time, and then I'll probably sell the boat and reinvent myself, do something new.